Recently, in Card Shop Alien Games in Oklahoma, Crashbugs got second place at an OTS. I repeat, Crashbugs got second place. Although, really, the fact that there's Crashbugs in there, it's weird and unusual. And they work okay together. But really, it could have been any other level 3 fiend that would be a target for tour guide, like Nightess, Aeolus, and Turbus. Those monsters are generally more useful, and the deck would probably be a little bit better. But the person who played it loved the Crashbugs and wanted to play with them. There's no Super Crashbug, there's just the Crashbugs in there, two of each. And people were like, what? Crashbug second place? But really, it's Crashbugs with emergency teleport, a couple of psychic Screebons, a psychic commander. So, teleport Crashbug. So, fun deck to play. I decided to try it out, have a duel with it. Facing Elite Command Army, I'm pretty sure I've faced him. I faced him a couple of times before. I don't remember if I've ever done it in a duel video, though. He's using a Dark Scorpion deck that he's thrown together in a couple of minutes. And after the duel, he showed me the deck, a screenshot of the deck, and it's literally 3 of each Dark Scorpion except for Gorg, which has 2 copies, and then there's the one level 2 Union monster that you just saw being sent to the grave. So that, if you want to make a Dark Scorpion deck, and I have to for a deck request later on, there's definitely some improvements to be made on that, but it's a first version, the first phase, and just really quickly thrown together to see what works. Because if you really don't know how many copies, like 1, 2, or 3 you want of a certain card in deck, then what you could always do is throw 3 copies of anything like you're doubting. Throw 3 copies of them into the deck and just see if they work. If it works, keep them at 3. If they don't work, cut it down and like test it with 2, 1, or even 0 if it really doesn't work. Just test things out that way. That's a strategy you could do. Now here, Mane the Thorn comes out. I was like, okay. I can't go over it with Creebons, but I know with Emergency Teleport I can bring out Psychic Commander who can use its effect to get over Mane. I was like, do I want to do that? I can't Xyz because Creebon's not a level 3, and I can't Synchro either because they're both tuners. But I did decide I wanted to get rid of Mane the Thorn, so I summoned Psychic Commander, attack into Mane, pay 500 life points to make Mane's defense 1300, destroy it, and then I can attack directly with Creebon. So I thought that was worth it. Now, if you haven't noticed yet, ever since I believe Duel 133 or 134, I've been doing a little different with the title. Now, what I usually do, which is what I've done since Duel 1, I'd have Dueling Network Duel number whatever, 55, versus then the opponent's name, and then in between brackets the name of the deck. However, unless it's a really special opponent, like a big YouTuber, or let's say one of the highest ranked people on DN or something, a name that people would recognize, unless it's that kind of person, the name of that person isn't really going to draw any attention to my duel, really. It's the deck that people want to know. Like, people are much more likely to want to see a duel of someone using 3-axis Fire Fist than someone facing Duel Master 308X. Because who's that? So that's what I've decided to do. It's that way I guess I can draw a few more views my way, I guess, by putting the more important data, which is the deck that I'm using, forward, so it's now versus, and I put a dot after the versus because otherwise it looked kind of weird in my eyes. But anyway, or I just removed it. Whatever. Yeah, I put Dueling Network Duel number, in this case 137, the name of my deck, Crashbugs, or I'll call it Teleport Crashbug, versus, and then the name of the opponent. Because I started with having the name of my opponent in there. I like that, and I just decided to continue with it. I'm going to keep doing that, but I'm going to put it at the end because that's usually the least important. Here I kind of have already won the duel. I hope you actually paid attention to it. Crashbugs didn't really show too much. E-Telly a little more. But look at this. I play Forbidden Lands, save my Armades, which is a great card. I've once been really being cornered by it. I just couldn't do anything due to its effect, because it also works when it is being attacked, not just when it attacks. So now I get to destroy one of my opponent's cards with 7 tools of the bandits, and now watch this unnecessary top deck. I have Creebon's Engrave, Crashbug Y, and Crashbug Z, I do believe. I've already won, just watch this unnecessary top deck. Dark-Armed Dragon, 3 Darks Engrave, summon, bye, I win. I could have technically just used Dark-Armed Dragon's effect, banishing Crashbug Y, probably, or Creebon's. Destroy the face down just in case, because I could have done that. But I do have Return from the Different Dimension, so when I banish with something like Dark-Armed Dragon, BLS, or Chaos Sorcerer, I am careful with what I select to banish, because I may be able to bring it back later with my trap card. That'll be the end of this video. I will see you later tomorrow. Well, yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow with my video then. And in 2 days I'm going to first look with Ultimate LOL Super Moderator from DNF, and also Mouse40 and Kellic, 2 buddies of mine. And we're going to have some fun. See you later.